Hey folks, I don't know why I'm smiling because Larry here, with less than 400 hours on him, was giving me constant filament feeding issues. It started off sporadically and then it got down to the point where it was every single time the AMS tried to feed filament to the extruder head, it would create a jam, and the jam was not consistent. Even though I tested rolls in multiple positions, it is not roll dependent. So I had to take a little break because it was getting on my nerves, and I took some time and I ended up creating a riser with LEDs built in. And the reason why I did it was because the jam wasn't in the same position every time that I wanted to be able to see without having to take all the reels out of the AMS, take the AMS off, put it all back together again. So the riser that I made up allows you to be able to slide the AMS backwards. It gives you full access inside. I gotta warn you that you need to put the AMS right behind the knob so that it won't fall over. But this way I can remove Donkey Kong and I can reach inside and I can deal with the print head as needed. But the other thing about my low riser with the built-in LEDs, it allows me to pull everything forward, and that way I can look at the tube while it's still in the machine. That led me to believing it was the feeding motor was giving me issues inside the AMS. The filament issues were not related to any videos that I found on YouTube where you have to take the AMS apart and open the tubes and pull out a piece of filament. But I did realize that I needed to open the AMS to have a look. So if you decide to open the AMS, it's going to be at your own risk. So let's get to the root cause. Once you remove the two screws in the bottom, you want to be very, very careful when you're lifting this out. And it's basically a pivot. You want to pivot this up, being careful. There's two wires that are right here. You don't need to unplug them to be able to work on this thing. You can if you want to, but again, that's at your own risk. So I realized that there was something going on with this feeding mechanism, and so I was there. Somehow I could hear the motor spinning and slipping. So as it turned out, I went to test it and I was just pushing on it gently when I noticed that this piece had a crack in it, and it wasn't completely broken off, but it had a big enough crack that it wasn't applying pressure on the filament anymore. So I ended up lifting it out, and when I lifted it out, what I saw was a cluster of filament dust that had accumulated into a hard ball and was jammed into that, let's call it a feeding spur. And so because of that, it had cracked this piece and would no longer put pressure on the filament to feed it, and that's why it was sporadic and then eventually led up to being every single time, because the crack kept getting bigger and bigger until when I found it, it broke off. And I had wondered if I had anything to do with it, but when I investigated the way that this thing is secured, there's no way that my pushing or pulling any filament could have caused that crack. So long story short is that it needs maintenance. In order to be able to do maintenance, you're going to have to open up this AMS, you're going to have to disconnect these tubes, and then you're going to have to, well, disconnect the other half, of course, and I'm going to experiment with putting an air nozzle through and try blowing it to see if it'll clear out. Have you experienced this mysterious filament jam that had me pulling out my hair? Leave a comment below. Consider giving the video a like and a subscribe. I may need the money for a new part if it's not covered under warranty. Watch this video next. Is Bambu Lab safe? Thanks for watching.